Hello, hello there. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing amazing. uh, yeah. Continuing off with, The Stranger They Are. I got a little bit frustrated at some stuff on Violet Vortex, but ended up I was doing the wrong thing. And so I was getting frustrated at something that was actually not meant to be frustrating. So, out of ads. Okay. So we look up that way? Jump scare. I wasn't expecting to go through the surface. Long time no see? Yeah, it's been a little bit. Let's see. That's there. So if we're here, it's like above right there. Hope you're doing well. It has been a little bit. I was dealing with mold for the first 6 months of the year, so I haven't really been around, but I'm getting back into the swing of things. So, um, I'm still a little bit rusty. There's like a little bit of like kinks that I'm working out in the system, especially since I switched from Windows over to Linux for my streaming PC. But it's good to be back, and I'm looking forward to doing more streaming and getting back to being fluent at stuff, you know? Thought I'd been away but wasn't sure because you had a big break yourself, but it's lovely to see me back. Yeah, big breaks. It's a thing. Yeah, I'm so glad to be back. Okay. Okay, so this is the dark ice. And so there's a thing there. Let's go ahead and read all the things that we know of, right? Found a crack on Distant Enigma's first state by Bark's ship. I found a lab on Distant Enigma's third state, but it seems blocked. I made my way into the blocked lab with a door interface hidden beneath the liquid on the second state. Behind the door is an odd machine. The machine is tuned to increase the quantum weight of nearby quantum objects, thus decreasing their range. The engineers determined that the machine is safe to interact with. Found a lab on Distant Enigma's second state, but it's all broken. Seems the lab was torn down and all operations within were moved to the volcanic moon. According to some text, I saw a line near the shores of the second state. Taking a photo of a quantum object increases that object's weight. This effect persists, so a photo can be taken once, then put away. Found an interface with my scout using the scratch marks and changing states. Shown in a picture on one of the tables is a crack in the ice of the current state. The researchers say a heavy object here may shatter the ice in a different state. But it needs to be a quantum object. So we need to get something that's a quantum object, like you. You're not there anymore. I'm trying to see if a quantum object will appear here. There's a bit of a hitch as I turn here. I'm gonna spend some amount of time trying to figure this out, but then eventually, like, if I can't figure out what this quantum object is, you know what? I should actually go and grab the thing, the mineral. We should grab the mineral from the Scientist Museum. Lurk. Hiya, Kanuda. Hope you're doing well, love. I can't pin this, right? Yeah, but if we go here, we could pin that. That makes sense because it's quantum, but it is a little bit annoying. Some minor spoilers, by the way, for the base game and the DLC, but all the stuff we're doing is in a new solar system, so it's not super spoilery, you know? Okay. So we're going that way. And it's behind us. There you are. The music's so good. There's also trying to figure out the vessel thing, or maybe the vessel thing was just like leading to that meme. real quick. Nope, the stranger probe's still over there, so... yeah. Okay, so this is on the bright state. Mm-mm-mm-mm. It's like a little bit glitchy. There we go. So this is the first state. We go this way. To you. Scout, go there. Take picture. Okay. I can't... okay. Well... because it's quantum, it's wanting to shift around. And... I can't really align it with my ship. And the scout is causing the thing to spin because it emits light. So, yeah. Hmm. Okay, and it's back this way. That's actually relatively easy to find. It's like, oh, nope, don't turn around. It's like 180 from the ring giant, though. So that's not too bad. This may take the full time. It may be a short stream. I don't know at this time which it's going to be. Okay, we're on the poisonous water one right now. Let's move back over here. Actually, no. I want to be... let's see. Door is there. And so something like this, I think. I don't think that would collide with any buildings, and it won't collide with any of the rocks in the area. Now, don't be glitchy, please. Same state. Okay, this is bright ice. We want to go to dark ice. There we go. Directly on the marks. We're going to refuel before we go in. And we're going to walk out left, and we'll keep the scout in sight. Why'd this... What? The thing's not there. Okay. Let's go, like, here. Also, unidentified signal. Homeworld Quantum Shard and Distant Enigma. So I don't know what this unidentified signal could be. Okay, exit out, go back in. That does seem to be a limiting factor. Okay. Seems you have to step out in between. Just off to the side, maybe? This part has been a little bit finicky in the past. What the fuck? I've found it before, so I've done it. I know how to do it. Right, that's bright ice. And that door is locked. Here's dark ice. Here. It is as directly on top of it as I possibly can make it. I'm going to fly over there. I'm not going to use my ship. I'm probably going to die, but Aha! It is there. Which, since that's there in vision... Ooh, no. If I do that, it will go out of my vision, so... I gotta do this. Please, no! I died. Having it be in a lake of poisonous water that you, because it's a quantum object, you can't just fly over there. It's kind of annoying. Being perfectly real there. Let's see. Is it in a different location this time? It is. Interesting. You're there. So even with its quantum behavior, it's not always on the same orbit even. Interesting. Really, we just need to get back into that lab to be able to put this mineral in. And then I think the mineral counts as a quantum object. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure the mineral counts as a quantum object. Same state again for some reason. This is bright ice. And so this will be dark ice. That is there. That does get it out of my vision. I'll risk it. I'll risk it. I think it's worth it so that I can try to use the ship. I saw it, but it's gone. Unless it's just bobbing up and down. You know what? Let's head over there. Because the scout emits light, it's really annoying. If the scout didn't emit light, I think it'd be fine. But I can't go over there. This is going to destroy the ship. I can't do that. I can do this, though? And that'll put me on the, like, a little bit higher up. And then that'll let me get in there. Okay. I'm good with this plan. Hopefully. This is bright ice. This is right. I need to step out and then go back in. This is dark ice. We head over here. Okay, it's off right now. I think I want it off. That's still there, right? Because I had the picture. Okay, it is in my sight. I'm going to get more fuel. It's a little bit further forward. Okay, so it's a little bit past. I did it. It's on there. It's good. Really annoying, but hopefully we can be done with it, right? This is the bright ice lab. And look, it's open. Charged up. But you're not quantum. Fuck. Do I bring the skull over because that's a quantum thing? I think the skull's a quantum thing. I could be wrong. Okay, Skelemans, where are you at? Okay, seriously, where are they at? Bark, where are you? I know you're like only alive in the cold state, but like still. Where's your body? Hmm. Okay. They're easier to find on the liquid state anyways, so... What the fuck? What was that sound? Huh. It made a noise. it's just open now. Okay. Starboard side needs repairing. Okay. But we can get down here now. Over there. Okay. So there's that. Checking if there's anything else of interest down here. I don't think so. Okay. Well, let's skedaddle. And go that way. This should be the last sigil. And with that being the last sigil, that would hopefully tell me what I'm supposed to be wrapping up here. I also want to figure out that vessel thing. I think that's another loop, potentially, though. Okay. Ringed Giant. Hello there, Bush. Star. Okay, let me talk with you now. Okay, so landing gear. So I've now gotten that. Found a square piece of metal under the ice on the third state. It looks like it fits somewhere. So... oh, excuse me. Surely I don't have to get all of the pieces at the same time, right? Maybe I do, and if I do, I better get it really quick. Oh, but that means I also need the mineral. I'm just... I'm gonna go talk with the leader. I have all of the codes. I have all of it. So, at this point, what do I additionally have to do? Where do I put in this code? What are you? I don't remember seeing this. Let's go down here. Hello, you. Only minutes away. What are you observing? All of our planets. Symptoms of star death are all over the place. Should blow up in 33 minutes. And you're doing nothing about it? Yeah. What can we do about it? Besides, I'd rather die doing something I love. Did you know the universe is dying? Indeed I do. I'm witnessing it before my very eyes. And you're doing nothing about it? Okay. There's some text here. Observation 1. Yearly checkup on all of the planets. Everything's okay. The desert's still deadly on the sun-facing side. The Crimson stormy planet is still brewing. And the fourth continues to act mysteriously, changing its form each view. Observation 2. The strange base on the volcanic moon shows itself yet again. Why are these buildings there? Could they be from the old space program all those years ago? Observation 3. The universe is about to die. Our neighbor star, where our ancestors' old ship lies, it will die 11 minutes before our star dies. We have plenty of time to leave, but we don't want to leave home. We'd rather die with it, unlike our ancestors did. Okay. So there might be more to explore here and even on the other planets that, like, we've missed, haven't seen. Memorial Tower. Was there a code thing in the Memorial Tower? That's one thing that'll be interesting to look at. This is the Scientist Museum. So nothing here. They still show the symbol of the eye, which I think is interesting. I now know all the bits of the code, so it's just like, okay, what do I do with that code, you know? Okay. Let's go talk with the leader, I guess. Because I don't know what else to do. Dynamite. I got to play a little bit of Archipelago with my brother on Monday, and that was good. We didn't complete an AP, but it introduced him to the concept of it, and that was good because I love APs. They're very fun. Archipelago. Okay. Hey, Cypress. Spruce? Hey, I come in peace. Cool. I'm just not a talker, sorry. Why are you shy? I don't ask me difficult questions. Just leave me alone. Just a bit shy. I won't bother you. Sap. You're a comedic genius. Tell me another. Can't you see I'm in the middle of a conversation? What do you want, Four Eyes? This isn't a glasses thing. Hearthians literally have 4 eyes. What's the joke you were telling the other one? Can I hear it? A joke? What's that supposed to mean? It just meant like, you know, you could tell me the joke you two were laughing about. Listen, Blue Skin, the only joke here is whatever backwater planet you puttered over here from. Okay. Sleeve tugging children because it seems like it, pal. Not a good look. Okay, I'm sorry. You know, you're not on your grimy, gosh, gherkin green grass world dumpster fire anymore. You're in the galaxy at large now. I think there's been a You might have been a big fish in your little muck pit. I hate this guy. Real hotshot. But now you've got to come to terms with being the small fry you are. Hike up those rags you call pants and learn some manners. Listen, I'm sorry, it's just... Yeah, I bet you are. Now I've got a conversation to finish. Buzz off. Fuck you, Birch. You're an asshat. Is it just me? Or is there a bug on the stairs? No, it's just you. Oh, I wanted to kill it. Blossom. Oh, hey, you must be that alien our scientist foresaw during his terraform studies. Welcome. Yep, that's me. Nice to meet you. My name's Blossom. I'm one of the few of our kind that's not afraid of aliens. You can call me Hatchling. Nice meeting you. It's a pleasure meeting you, too. I think it started hundreds of thousands of years ago when our space program mysteriously disappeared. Apart from that, I don't really know. All traces of that history are gone, or at least forgotten. Even our historians couldn't figure it out. However, members of our new space program have claimed to have seen strange iron bases on most of the other planets. Maybe it's worth a gander? All in all, I think we're all just scared of losing our home again, but we were the ones that took it away in the first place. You're the only one who's ever welcomed me. Yeah, I'm the only one that's not afraid of aliens. If you want a little history lesson, there's a museum and memorial dedicated to the scientist on the South Pole. I'm sure you've seen plenty of his studies, though. Oak. Got my eye on you, alien. You'll be sorry if you do anything wrong here. Okay, I won't do anything. Good. Unfortunately, my job is to guard and conserve the planet and our species, and my gut thinks you'll pose a threat to it. I'll try not to get into any trouble. Well, you can start at our observation deck somewhere on the side of the plateau, and from there you should explore the other planets. I'd feel much more comfortable with you exploring those places instead. You're welcome, but I still have my eye on you. Alrighty. Yep, actual fire. Let's go talk with the Hornsfell equivalent. I'm sorry, friend. You. Hey, I have a code. Archiving our data since our star is dying. Hopefully we can send it out to the past. I'm a little bit lost as to what to do now. I feel like I've gathered... Like, it might just be, hey, get all of the sigils, right? And if so, that's kind of, like, doable, but kind of rough. Especially since the mineral is needed for 2 different locations, right? There's something more... Okay. We got an ad break coming up here, so let's go ahead and take that ad break, and then when we come back, I will gather all of the sockets. I believe I remember where all of them are, so it should be doable. It's the hot side of the sandy planet. So that's after the 23-minute mark. It's below the electric on the Velvet planet. It's at the campsite of the Ring planet. It's in that volcano on the Bombardier, and then the Distant Enigma is the most, like, frustrating one, but I have a strategy for handling that, and if we go and do that first and immediately take care of it, hopefully we'd be able to get all 5 of them at the same time, and maybe that will do something. So let's see about that, you know? Anyways, yeah, quick break, and then we will be right back. Hello, we are back. Okay, that's just some text for the scientist. Okay, you don't have to fly over. You can get it from there, so that's good. Okay. So it's over. This way? Distant Enigma. I'm gonna get all the sigils, put it together, see if that handles it. If not, then I'm gonna try and figure out the vessel thing, and if I can't figure that out, then I'll probably look up what I'm missing, because it's like there's one orange dot and it's something to do with the leader, but what's the leader talking about? I don't know. Ow. Okay. Okay. You're here? Actually, no. That's not where I wanted you. I wanted you, I think it's about here. So we'll do that. And that should hopefully be good enough. Open that door so we'll know. It's the wrong phase. Stage, phase, whatever. Yeah, so facing forward, I think it's that direction. Get out. Get out. Okay, it's to the left of the scout. About even with it, but to the left of it. Okay, I saw where it was, so hopefully I can get there accurately this next time. This is so finicky. That's it. I'm good with that. Okay. Do that. Maybe it's that. But it's when it interacted with that. A sound effect happened. And it was just like, yep, it's good now. Trying to remember exactly what I did. I had my ship in a slightly different spot and it collided with the quantum thing. took a picture of that. Maybe not in this state. Maybe it's the frozen state that I want to do it. So not this state, but this state. Bad Space King, hello there. Thank you for the raid. I fluked a solution and I'm trying to resolve it. What were you up to? What were you playing? Or doing? You don't have to be playing stuff. Apparently jugglers can sentence you to death. Death by juggler. Okay, and then... What did I do? Bad Space King was playing Dokapon Monster Hunter. I know Monster Hunter. Dokapon. How do I do thing? Watched it and can't begin to explain. Fair enough. Little self-introduction for those of you who don't know me. My name is CrystalENVT, or you can just call me Crystal. I'm a variety streamer who plays whatever I want. The little mushy friend on my head is Leonard. Today we're playing some Outer Wilds, a story mod called The Stranger They Are. It builds upon the story of the DLC Echoes of the Eye. However, there's like very minimal that's related to the actual DLC at this point. Certain game mechanics, but nothing super major. But yeah, Outer Wilds is favorite game of all time and very much a special interest. But yeah, Bad Space King, if you need to raid and run, I totally understand that. Streaming's a strenuous thing, and so if you need to do some self-care, make sure you do that. Really important to do. I was like here or something with the ship. And I think that, ooh, maybe there. That might cause my ship to do weird things, but I want weird things to happen. Like what did I do? My ship's having a time. Quantum goodness and all that. Hmm. Landing camera still. I thought I repaired you. Okay, all repaired up. Oh, great. I don't know how I got a quantum object to, like, lodge itself there, you know? Am I just hoping for a quantum object to end up right there? Oh, wait. Did I take that picture there like that? And then switch. Oh, okay. This might have been what I did. Brought this over here. And then... Oh! That's there right now. This is the water state. We're still in the water state. What the fuck? Let me in! Are you the quantum object? Y'all, I'm really confused. Oh, right. I feel like I got this once. I still have 11 more minutes. I don't want for it to take 11 more minutes, but I have 11 more minutes to get this resolved. Okay, you're still here. I don't know if this is the solution. Maybe. and then place this here. I don't understand the mechanic. I do not. Like, it's just like, here, let's read it together, right? This here says, we finally identified this machine's function. It is a quantum field manipulator, tuned to decrease the range of nearby quantum objects by increasing their quantum weight. It is unclear to us what purpose that might serve. Here. Remove that. That's on nearby quantum objects. But like, okay. It's not here, it's this other page, other stage. Right, this water here. According to our research, taking a photo of a quantum object has the potential to increase the object's weight. Interestingly, this phenomenon is completely disconnected from observation and persists even after the object ceases to be observed or the photo is destroyed. So long as you have taken a picture at any time, it's supposed to increase the quantum weight. Take a picture of that, just because. We're so far into the loop, I'm gonna go ahead and risk this. Is the mineral gone? The mineral's still there. Okay. So we increase this thing's quantum weight, and we're now putting that there. Here, we're gonna move the skull aside, putting that there, and we'll take a picture, go into the ship for oxygen and fuel. Once more. I heard big ol' breaking sound when it happened last time. I might need to check a reference because I'm like, I did it once. I definitely didn't do this, but shit. I should have kept it in sight. Well, it doesn't matter because this would have needed to come to here anyways. It makes me jump every time. I forget that the electricity effect's gonna happen. You know what? Let's take the picture like this. That's all of that stuff there. Okay, yep, I'm looking this up because I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I'm doing the thing to increase the weight. I'm taking the picture, which is supposed to increase the weight. The quantum object has sat there. Maybe I just need to, like, okay, this is here, and hope. That sucks. Hey, you want to open? It'd be really swell if you opened. Fine, I'll quit. And then we'll relaunch. I'm gonna do this just in case. Okay. It opened to a fine spot. Okay. Outer Wilds modding. The Stranger They Are mod discussion. Distant Enigma. The shard for piercing the ice, but I can't find a way to move it to another version. To put on the crack. Hmm. Oh. Good mod. How... A seal and bark. One with poison. Unravel AE. Okay, Distant Enigma, what you need to know. 1, there are three states connected. One with crack and scratch and a quantum shard moving to a different position. One with poison, one with the seal. The goal is to break the ice to get the seal. There is a light detector which opens a lab. For this, you have to use the 3 different states. 3, the machine works with the mineral of Angler's Eye because it's a type of quantum rock. The machine increases the weight of quantum rock / shard. Taking a photo of a quantum shard increases its weight. Just broken for me. Really just the seal down there? Keep it, open the lab, insert the material. Break the ice. So where do you want to take pick of the quantum shard? If you did it correctly, you should hear a sound when you take the pick. Okay. That's bark. Move this aside. Take that picture. Okay. If it breaks, launch the scout. Okay, that's annoying. If I'm really fast, I might be able to do it. Actually, who am I kidding? I don't have enough time. But we now know what's like glitchy about it, so hopefully we can just do it now and be fine. Okay. Let's go. Okay. We take off and then determine it's on the opposite side of the sun. I wonder why it's like all the other planets seem to stay in the same relative position, similar to how the Outer Wilds does. But Distant Enigma doesn't, and I wonder if that's intentional or just a side effect of it being quantum and having those three different states. Okay. So dark ice set up for the thing, the opening the door. Switch over to bright ice lab. Yeah. Okay. We're on bright ice currently. We're gonna set this up right here because it is close enough to the closest spot. Get that open. Get this open. Dark ice. As close to the X's as possible this time. Excellent. Okay, that was way easier. Got a picture of myself by accident. Okay. 5 minutes in. Much better. Okay. for fairness to myself, there was a little bit of bugginess there. So I feel a little bit justified of getting a little bit frustrated, but as soon as I read like, oh, if taking a picture doesn't work, launch the scout, and that immediately works, then cool, okay. I feel good about stuff now, so. I'm gonna drop in all of the seals. We have plenty of time to do that. The next one we're gonna get is the velvet, the gas one. I forget its name. That's the campsite. Goodbye, bush. While we're here, we might as well get the one for the ring giant, because why not? I do really like how this structure looks. Okay, back out to Distant Enigma. Temporarily to Distant Enigma and then to the other one. To the other one. Hands-on controller in case we're coming in too hot. It's on dark ice right now, but we can very quickly change that out. Okay, we go out. We, excuse me, go back in. Weird, but okay. Wow. A lot of the ice is broken, not just that one little bit. Velvet Vortex. I don't have YouTube chat in view, and I should. Okay, there we go. We're going in. Okay, and we want to go over here. Nope, downstairs. We're doing it the intended way. If the mineral gets left behind, it's not a huge deal to me. There we go. Tornado. Ah, come on. Okay, so we got this seal. Sigil, seal. Metal plate, whatever they called it. Ring giant. Let's see. This will be 3 of the seals, so we need to get the sands one, which is after the 23-minute mark, and then the burning bombardier, which is just waiting for the lava to raise and lower. Okay. You go there. And we want to go to you. Ooh, little solar flares. Neat. I want to watch the atmosphere burn off because that was a really cool effect. Please don't go crashing into it, especially into a lava spot. It might be right there. So we'll just be patient. Nope, 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 nope. No music on this planet. A little bit unnerving. It's just right there, but the lava isn't going down. Come on. Hmm. Here, while I wait for that to go down. Found a square piece of metal in one of the volcanoes. It looks like it fits into the structure. Wait, hold on. You'll be burned by lava at ring time? So I needed to do the order different? Okay. So... Okay. First sigil I get, because there is a time requirement, is the Burning Bombardier's seal. And then I go do the Distant Enigma seal. And then I do the violent velvet vortex seal. Basically, from there to there is 11 minutes. There's another 11 minutes, and that's the 33-minute mark when supernova happens. So at this time, the seal, I misunderstood what the seal was. I thought there was a seal in this somewhere. Okay. We're gonna fly out into space. And we're just gonna stay here. We have 3 minutes until the ad break, so we're gonna go ahead and actually take that a little bit early. And then, hopefully, everything will be fine. And we know the order we need to do it in now, so hopefully we will get it this next time. Hopefully. Okay. See y'all shortly. Hello. We are back. Meditate until next loop. This kind of makes me wish I had the backpack mod. That lets you carry multiple things. Oh, I went to interact with the door, and that's not how this door works. Let's take care of this first. We'll drop this down here. Mineral is there. What did I select? Did I just accidentally select the vessel? I think purely by accident I selected the vessel. Yep. Oh. That's what the code is for. Okay. Ringed giant is sun. Velvet vortex is ringed planet. Burning bombardier is half moon. And then Distant Enigma is star. I'm going down to the end of the hall, and you can't stop me. There is nothing at the end of the hall. No, my body's fluttering around. Okay. The mineral? Huh. Do not warp to our system again. If you do, you will suffer the same fate as these aliens have. Fuchsia, hello? Uh, Agapanthus? Ixora, are you guys okay? Did you not see the threatening transmission from their vessel? An alien species seems to have murdered them. Oh dear. In that case, put that solar neighborhood into a no warp zone. First Eskel, now Agapanthus. Panthus. We must not risk losing any more Nomai. Does this mean we should stop looking for Eskel? Of course it does. Eskel's clan might as well be dead too. So they were looking for the Nomai. Okay. Scan to understand how to write. Yep. That's not the coordinates. It's similar, but not the same. We have been able to get approximate coordinates to where... okay, approximate, fair. To where Eskel may have warped to. Hopefully we don't disappear like Eskel did. Are you sure looking for Eskel is worth it? Agapanthus, Ixora... okay, so it's the solar neighborhood, fair. Hopefully we don't disappear like Eskel did. Are you sure looking for Eskel is worth it? And leave our friends behind? Never. It is definitely worth the risk. The festivals won't be the same without Eskel's clan. Well, if you say so. Initiating warp. Unfortunate. I think that that's everything to explore here. I don't know what the signal is supposed to be for this spot, you know? Where's my ship? Hello, ship? Gonna poof out real quick. I just stumbled across it by accident. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Yeah. Am I gonna crash into it? I'm gonna shoot past it, that's for sure. And whoop. Okay. Um. Stranded vessel, communication boards. On the vessel's incoming message board, other Nomai clans tried to check in with the vessel's clan. Due to a threatening message, the Nomai placed a no warp zone around our solar neighborhood. On the vessel's outgoing message board, there is some poorly written Nomai message. The message threatens Nomai and other travelers not to warp to this system. Strangers burnt all the Nomai in the vessel alive. They also wrote that outgoing threat message with the vision torch and one of the Nomai staves. Stranded vessel's hologram shows a set of coordinates. According to a Nomai's recording, the coordinates displayed are the coordinates used to warp here. Apparently, these coordinates were supposed to be a rough estimate of Eskil's location. Okay, so now we head back to here. Maybe? This is my best guess. Beam what I saw into their head. And like, hey, yo, what happened here? Do you know of the atrocities your people in the past committed? Probably not, because you also don't know why your space program stopped in the past. Okay. So here's this thing. Let's talk with the leader. Cutscene again. The fact we have to sit through this full thing every time we want to talk with him. It'd be great if it was like, oh, by the way, here's this secret passphrase you can say to get me to instantly trust you or something. That would be nice. Interesting. I have a system monitor panel up, and it was using about 50% of my GPU to like play the game, and this is using 100% of my GPU. So weird. Maybe it's just because it's a CPU bound game. And so yeah, if it's a CPU bound game, and then now that it's just like playing a cutscene, then it's like fully utilizing the GPU to render as much as possible. Nope, CPU amount stayed exactly the same, and the GPU percent just dropped down to 50%. So, cool. What? Okay, I've learned what happened to the Nomai now. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Discord and check. I'm just gonna search for Cyprus. How to actually get, what? Oh. Okay, interesting. So we put in these coordinates instead. Okay. Interesting. So we put in the vessel coordinates for we put in the coordinates for the strangers galaxy using the vessel, and that is going to trigger a different interaction because it's like, oh, don't you dare ever warp here again. And it's like, hey, actually it's me. You've already said I'm cool. Oh wait, no. In this loop they wouldn't know that. Yeah, we'll just see. Let's see what happens. For shits and giggles, we have a different set of coordinates. We're gonna put in that set of coordinates. Trans rights. First one of those in a little while. Okay, this is going to be spoilers for the base game. Because it's like literally how to fully beat the game. Goodbye, Quantum Moon. Need to wait until just a bit before the Ash Twin warp. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll probably be waiting a little bit, but it's been a little bit since I've done this, so I just want to make sure we aren't late to it, you know, because it's quite a while. Okay, it's one full go around. Okay, I'm gonna get into place. And scoosh on through. And a piece of speedrun tech I learned is that if you launch the scout into there, it will open up the black hole a little bit early. And so less animation stuff to do. Like that. That's a fun little tidbit to know. Just launch your scout through and it'll make it go a little bit faster. Okay, and we want to go to Dark Bramble. We're not going to do Feldspar strats. We're going to take it nice and easy. Though obviously, the world record's sub 7 minutes now, which is amazing. Shit. Okay, triangle as we're coming in. It's about there. I didn't get to come in as fast as I was hoping for. But we're starting to move a little bit here. Okay. And then I just need to validate these other coordinates because I don't know them as well. Oh. Shit. I think I have it. I think I have it. Oh shoot, right. I think it was that. It's definitely this. And was it that? Nope. Oh, there's a couple different endings apparently. Oh, hey. It says it right there. Okay. Okay. Let's see what this ending's all about. Since there's multiple. The I plus Cypress ending. So there's 3 endings. The Outer Wilds. Your life depends on it. The universe is dying. We have no choice but to activate the eye. That vortex thing, I'd rather die in my homeworld. If the scientist were here, he'd say it's time. No, he would. Wait. I remember. He passed down a note through many generations. It said, wait for all the stars to die, then activate the universe's eye. You know a lot, stranger. Do you have something to take us there? Yes. Come aboard the vessel. All right. I alone shall come with you on this journey. The others can keep guard of our homeland. I'll start my way on over. Hello, Cyprus. This ship looks similar to the one at the edge of our star system, but much cleaner. They came to your home system too? Yes, they were looking for the eye of the universe, and now we're about to go there ourselves. Alright then, let's stop holding back and do this. Okay. Oh, I need to take you and go back around here. I think we're just gonna go directly to the eye. I don't see any reason not to. What? And whoosh. Very laggy for that sequence. It's beautiful. No wonder our kind destroyed our homeworld to get to it. I know, right? Yeah, there's no words that can perfectly describe it. Right on. Let's head down there, shall we? Alright, hatchling, lead the way. That's it? Were you here before or something? No, but I expected better. Let's just head on down. And then right over there is the silencer. Right, I need to do this and bring it on over. I'm assuming Cyprus will just be in the end sequence. Flashing lights and potential jump scares. It's a bunch of quantum stuff, and in the flashes, like, sometimes an object just appears directly in front of you. There's Cyprus. How'd you get over here before me? Alright, this is it. The end of the universe. I hope my distant uncle was right about this place giving birth to a new universe in our place. If it wasn't for your distant uncle, we wouldn't be here. How did you get here so fast? I don't know, maybe I'm just faster than you. So who's jumping in first? Since I went ahead of you before, I'll let you plunge in first. Letting go that signal was a very risky move. Someone would have ended the universe too early. Instead, it gave you the tools to reach the vortex. Alright. Into the primordial soup. Okay, it just brings us back in. Oh, hey. New things here. The stranger's inhabitants once lived on a lush green moon, which they destroyed to reach the eye. Luckily, one individual stepped up and brought their dormant home back to life, and even repopulated the species. Hundreds of thousands of years later, they still live in harmony in a stagnant paradise, while doing everything to make sure they don't lose their home again. After destroying a Nomai vessel and its clan, other Nomai clans reacted by putting a no warp zone around our solar neighborhood. I even convinced Cyprus, the current leader of the stranger's homeworld, to come with me to the Eye. It's interesting it's not showing. Oh, there it is. There's Distant Enigma. Oh, it just brings you back to the start. Okay. Um. I think. Oh, mineral. This mineral is found on Angler's Eye, and it's known for its resistance to electricity, its natural cloaking, and the ability to stop the bramble from growing. The stranger's inhabitants used this to cloak the stranger, and one individual used it to reach their home moon. Turns out, Angler's Eye originated from the eye of the universe, and the minerals are weakened quantum shards. Who knew the quantum moon had an evil twin? We will miss the anglerfish the least. Okay. Um, I don't see anything else. I'm glad I noticed that one real quick. Seems Cyprus isn't here. Help them start to go out. Speed this along. I don't think it actually works like that, but... Quantum shard? Tree? Hello there, you. Oh, hey, Hatchling. I thought I lost you for good. Weirdly enough, I see my friend Bark from the Distant Enigma shivering over there. No, that's my friend Esker from our home planet's moon. So it seems like you only see your friends and I only see mine. Interesting, okay. Perhaps the eye is saving resources and we each see it from a different perspective. Good theory. You must be quite the explorer. Couldn't have done it without that time loop. Time loop? Maybe you're not joking after all. Believe what you want to believe, Cypress. I've got work to do here. Well, if you say so, friend. Do you hear music? Um, Need to go back and talk with each of them? Left. I love Solemnum's song. Ooh. This song's hot. Whoa. Hot new song edition. Does the scientist rock out? It is indeed. Hello, Hatchling. This area is nothing like I've seen before. Something tells me that there's more to explore here, so go on and investigate. Hmm. Okay. Somehow I missed the anglerfish? I don't know how that happened, but I'm thankful for it. There it is. Okay. And then one last instrument to grab. I love this instrument. I want to know what the real world instrument for this. Oh. The prisoner. Let's see what happens. Haven't dared to hope anyone would ever hear it. Wonder what happens now. Scientist. I may have lost my friends, my children, and sometimes even my sanity, but despite that, I pushed forward and I made my dreams come true. From what my brother has learned about the eye, it is a tool of sacrifice. He knew that our kind was doomed once we boarded the stranger, so he thought it was time. Little did he know, the universe is bigger and contains more intelligent life than he thought, so it would be unfair to end their lives too. But you? You activated the eye at the perfect time. The universe was already dying, and it was calling for you to end its misery and fill its remains with new life. I hope you can forgive my ancestors and I for blocking the signal, eating your primitive ancestors to survive, and killing a whole clan of Nomai. What few members of my kind know is that everyone has their flaws, including myself. Instead of attacking them for offending you or impeding on your values, put those feelings aside and focus on unity and brotherhood. So thank you, Hashley. Thank you for admiring my work. Now let's get ready to set this new universe in stone. Very well said. Let's continue to press forward. Right on, Hatchling. Us explorers must always stick together. This is going to be a very nice medley. Okay, he's just going to be here. It's a very nice medley. Okay. I think this is it, the new universe. Go on ahead and figure out a way to activate it. What a beautiful song. You should probably check out that bubble. I'll stay here and watch. Even if it's over now, I had a good time learning, but I think the rules are about to change. I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is the collapse of innumerable possibilities before us. Yes. I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. This has been really fun, and I got to help make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. It's the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? You cut it a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out alright in the end, I suppose. I hope there are beasties in the next one. Wow. How long has it been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? I'm really happy we're all here. That line is what made me cry so hard the first time I played through the game. How beautiful. It's different than I had envisioned. Whatever happens next, I do not think it is to be feared. I learned a lot by the end of everything. The past is past now, but that's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built on the past, even if we won't get to see it. Still, it's time for something new now. Alrighty. Hey there, Cypress. Just here with me. Hello, raiding party. Reina the Neko, welcome on in. Ah! What happened there? Hello, folks. Welcome on in. Shout out to Reina the Neko. How you doing? How was your stream? What were you up to? What were you playing? First time raider, first time chat stuff as well. What are we playing? We're playing Outer Wilds here, specifically a story mod called The Stranger They Are. It's a continuation of the story from the DLC. And it's very good. There are, admittedly, a couple of frustrating moments, at least for me personally, but overall, a very good mod. We just, there's apparently a couple different ends to this mod, so I just completed one of the ends. Haven't seen any content at all of Outer Wilds. Interesting to see. Outer Wilds is a game, in general, best played without spoilers. Y'all came in just as, Big Bang was happening, so you're good. You got the least amount of spoilers possible. Just wrapped up a chill stream, sending your love over here while you relax. Fair, yeah. Streaming's a strenuous thing, so if you need to raid and run, I totally understand. Thank you for sending people over this way. Mod made by Anonymous. Neat. Newt Snail Raid. Snailians, hello. Big Raid. Double Raid. Ah! I need to adjust the sound levels. How y'all doing? Terrible at starting new games. Don't worry about it. Fair. Yeah. You're a League of Legends player. Oh no. If not, use this version. Newt Snail Raid. Hello there. How you doing? How am I not? What the heck? How am I not? I have you marked as the an artist for the channel, but I'm not following you. What the heck's going on? 3D Lego Scooter, and you're new to the channel. Welcome on in. Okay, I need to figure out what's going on with that, because holy heck, that's loud. I think that's a new follow sound effect, but too loud. Hello, hello. Just a second. I'm adjusting some stuff in Vignon because hopefully I can make it quieter. Audio. Confetti volume. Bring that way down, and same with the bonk volume. Okay, cool. Hi there. 3D print, stop motion videos with Legos. Interesting that you're advertising yourself when coming through Snailian's raid. Like, you do you, but also that's just like not typically a thing you see. Hopefully I'm keeping cool in this heat. Yes, very expensive purchase of a new AC unit because the old one was failing. But yes, doing my best to stay cool in this heat. Yeah, for both of the raids, for those who don't know me, my name is CrystalENVT, or you can just call me Crystal. I'm a variety streamer who plays whatever I want to. The little mushroom friend on my head is Leonard, and we are currently playing through an Outer Wilds story mod called The Stranger They Are. It is a story mod that builds upon the story from the DLC, Echoes of the Eye. Very cool, very fun story mod. Admittedly, some pieces I got like a little bit annoyed with towards the end, but very cool mod overall. Outer Wilds, trying to keep the spoilers for the base game to a minimum. We did do a little bit of spoilery stuff, but like, you came in just after. Do I have a preference of... Ooh! Cool. A pinky red ringed planet is very, very, very cool. What the heck? Huh. New, there's the scout. Do I have a preference in games? Outer Wilds is my favorite game of all time. Some people refer to it as like a Metroid Brainia as the genre. Which that's fun to refer to it as that. I like roguelikes. I like roguelites, particularly deck builders. I also like strategy games. Frostpunk is my second favorite game, and I've been playing through Frostpunk 2 as well. That's been the second game I've been doing on my stream. So, recently, I should say. But a whole bunch of different things. I like playing a lot of different stuff. For Snailians and I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. Reyna, if either of you need to raid and run, streaming's a strenuous thing. Make sure you're doing self-care and taking care of yourself. I greatly appreciate the raids, and yeah. Ba 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 ba. So I think there's a bit more to do over in the stranger system, so let's go ahead and do that. Might be lurking a little because you ended up streaming twice as long as you intended. Oof. I've streamed, like 1.5 times, but twice as long is quite a bit over typically. But yeah. It takes a little bit to load because it's like unloading the one solar system and loading in the other solar system. So give it a moment. And now. Need to go to bed soon? Hope you have a nice evening. Rest well. To be fair, you were gonna do half of what you usually stream and ended up having a good day. Fair, yeah. To be fair, you did get 4 raids in one stream. Raid train. Let's look at this. Nope. I was able to convince Cyprus to come with me aboard the vessel. Let's get going. I used the vessel to warp to the stranger system. Now let's end this. Okay. So that's an ending. Yeah. That is a lot of different FNAF characters, yeah. FNAF version of Pac-Man. Nice. Hope you enjoyed, hope you had a good time making that. Doing little projects and stuff, you know? Spawned me hella far away from the vessel itself. So there's some mention of endings. There's apparently 3 different endings, so I'm trying to figure out how to do the other endings. Was going to do some art fight stuff, but art fight is broken. Ooh, fun. Art fight it's very cool, but also it sounds like it has a lot of issues at the start of every year with like everybody swarming the system initially. I like if you want to share the list, that's fine. It's not to not to harsh your vibe of like you're very interested in FNAF and Lego, and that's cool. I'm not super into those things, so I'm happy for you that you're into those things, but it's not a me thing, and so it's not like a particular interest for me. But if you want to share that, I don't think there's any harm in that, you know? Gotten all the seals and used the code to view the vessel and seen that they have but don't really know what to do now. Assuming this isn't the ending, only thing I can think of is to go back to the normal solar system. Doesn't really make sense to me, because won't that take me back to the stranger's solar system? Yes, you have to use the coordinates. I will not tell you to let you see the rest yourself. Killed me, respawned. Alt ending. You do have to die. See that you respawn at the vessel in the Outer Wilds with Cypress, so it's all good. What I can't figure out is how to actually get to the prisoner when I can't get past the bells. Okay. Back to the solar system. Okay. So... how do I trigger the other ending at the eye? Alternative ending, you do the ending. I got both Cypress and the scientist at the eye of the universe, but I didn't finish the primary puzzle of the stranger system. For the real ending, you have to go to the eye with Cypress. Supposed to be go to the eye with Cypress. I'm just checking if we did everything. I'm sorry that I'm kind of reading off to the side here. I'm checking through like a Discord server log. Yeah, I've snoozed the ad a couple of times. Here, we'll snooze it one more time. Notice that the ending text has not been translated. Part ends as soon as you find the light we're talking about. Filling all the gaps. Okay, I think let's go back to the main solar system. Head back to the Outer Wilds, and it seems like there might be something with the stranger, maybe? I'm not positive on this. The fact that there's multiple endings makes it a little bit, you know. Hidden bridges, pre-ramble. Scan her with a vision torch. Interesting. I gotta do... Excuse me. There we go. Strange. Oh no, here come the dancing dinos. Dancing dinos for every hour. You must be on like a 15-minute time zone, or is there like a 20-minute time zone? Don't know. You know what? Just because I'm curious what the stranger they are added, we're going to go up over here. Do do do. Going to bed at 10:30. Is there no text here? I guess there's no text here. What does this say? Do not enter. Fair enough. Oh, I can just go up through the bottom. That's right. No special text here, it looks like. Gotcha. Yeah. Hope you have a good rest. I should have really just entered the other place instead of wasting time, but we have an ad starting here in 20 seconds. I'm going to be playing through that just because there's some stuff to get to the next piece we're doing, but yeah. Going to an art exhibit in a fair, and you're going to be showing off Ennard in the Lego section of the exhibit. Nice. Very cool. And we go over to here. Here's the 3-minute ad that's boring and annoying. You can't hear me right now, but like, you either get hit with an ad at the start or you get hit with an ad like once an hour. And the reason that I do it on the hour instead is usually I go and take a break and get up and use the restroom and stuff. Like, it'd be time that I'd be going away anyways. So, you know. Da, 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 da. The music's so good. I wonder if talking to the scientist is going to add anything additionally. Back from the ad. Welcome back. Do I have Discord? I do have a Discord server. It is linked below the channel here. I'm like starting the process of like migrating to like Stoat and Fluxer, just because I don't love the age verification stuff that Discord's starting to do. But yeah, have a Discord currently as like the main platform. The dam just broke. I don't have an exclamation point Discord command right now. In fact, I don't have any commands set up, but below the stream in the about section, I have a link to the Discord. It's on the channel. It's there. Water come rushing past. Okay. Then hey, no fall damage. Neat. And we go through this just to make sure. We go over here, and then this, and we go over here. Ah, and their eyes go out. Okay. And I don't know if there's anything special with the scientist to the theater. Hey there, scientist. Yeah, that's a protection measure on my end. Basically it prevents like if there's like a hate raid or something like that and a massive amount of accounts like suddenly join the server, I can lock down the server and like purge out accounts before like any bad messages would be sent, essentially. As a trans person, I need to like I've had these situations happen in the past, and so I've had to build these protection mechanisms. Share my experiences with you. managed to make it into the hurricane on Angler's Eye. I hope I was helping you. Tell me, what did I do in there? You planted a bramble seed to try and get home, and I made it inside. You built a base inside one of the dimensions. A base, huh? Good to know I made it that far into my plan. But that's interesting. I was able to utilize a bramble seed to try and travel back home to terraform it. They were going to show you in the art section of the Discord? Yeah. Need to go to bed. See ya. Fair enough. Have a nice evening. A bit rude, sure. What happened after we entered this eternal sleep? And I made it inside. It's quite dark in there. No lights at all? No, there's some anglerfish in there with lights. If I were you, I would have tried to find some sort of guidance. Listen for signals or use the anglerfish lights, but don't get close to them. But that's interesting. I was able to utilize a bramble seed to try and travel back home to terraform it. He's probably glad he doesn't have to suffer anymore. Let's move on from this topic, please. It always brings up bad memory for me. Head fur and 3 eyes. Tell you where they came from. I think I went through all of this. Yeah. Peace. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. You won't believe this. Open folder. I'm inside the eye now. Expanded. We're a bit finicky. I'm just trying to find if there's like another ending or if I've done everything. What happens if another being enters the eye with you? What if the prisoner's actions were not truly justified? There's a whole universe of other species out there. It'd be unfair to end them just because. Why did they not terraform their home moon? They had all the tools to get there. To the stranger system. Coordinates were designed to be similar to the eyes because the stranger system is not far off from Outer Wilds. Therefore, it would make mathematical sense for the coordinates to be extremely similar. And be honest, that New Horizon coordinates for the Outer Wilds bug me because they go against the whole idea. It feels weird. When making New Horizons. I for the coma hole, yeah, already did that piece. Huh. But the ending of the mod didn't have a proper linking to meeting Cypress for the first time. You'll see what you mean when you beat it. Oh. Uh-oh. System's locking up. No, no. Let me close the log file, please. my my computer's doing well. Oh, please. Oh. Okay, mod manager was closed. Okay. Took a little bit for it to do that, but um huh. I I think I've done it all. Go straight to the ending. There was no real connection to the ending you wanted to make. Gonna stumble into a relatively empty planet with some elements to signify congratulations type of message and have the DLC end there. I think it says more to explore with Cypress. I'm pretty sure I used every dialogue option with them, including Vision Torch, so not sure what I'm missing. Let's head back to that star system because I honestly don't know what the end. Sorry if this is a little bit listless. I'm like, it sounds like there's multiple endings, and maybe I did do all the stuff for the endings, but I'm like, I had Cypress there and I had the scientist there, so like, I probably did everything, but like, also maybe not. Can't interact with Discord. Mm-hmm. Okay. I removed the shortcut because it was bugging the mod. After entering the hidden place behind the bell, gain the slide reel. I think I've probably finished all of this. Oh, stranded vessel. It shows it here. Okay. Okay. So. Oh, interesting. It shows it here. I didn't even notice it there. So, here's my honest review of this mod. It was a super cool mod for all the stuff in the main system, right? In the Outer Wilds system. I really enjoyed all the things there. The puzzles were really good. The dream world sequence that was also really cool. Both on the Stranger and on Angler's Eye. All of that was super interesting. I liked most of what was here in the Stranger system. The Stranger system there was one thing that was my fault that I was getting frustrated. I didn't bump up against a wall. Here, let's fly there. We can fly there and I can show it exactly to explain why I got confused and why it is my fault that I was getting frustrated. Basically, there's a wall that you had to get close to, and that was going to indicate add a ship log entry. But I didn't get close to that wall, and instead I ended up getting underneath the building and I saw the elevator, or maybe when I was in a tornado it put me close to the elevator or something, and so I got the ship log entry for the elevator, but I did not get the ship log entry for that wall. And so I was very confused trying to figure out how to get up into that elevator shaft. I thought it was one of these that the boat needed to drop down, or get pulled up into it. Okay. So this here, right? Nope. Let me in. Okay. So I got to here, and I was looking at it, and it's oh, that's the end there. MPI, hello there. Thank you for the raid. Lots of raids tonight. How you doing? Hope stream was good. So I read... Nope. I read this log entry. And then, I turned around and went back up. I didn't get close enough to this wall to get a log entry, and so I was very confused. Thanks for the shout out, it was good. Made some good progress in our game. Same game as yesterday? But glad to hear you made good progress. I'm just giving a little review of this mod because we just wrapped it up, and I confirmed that I got all the ending stuff. So yeah. Nice. With making good progress, are you enjoying it? Is it a good experience? And what was the name of it again? I'm really bad with names of stuff. For those of you who don't know me, my name's CrystalENVT, or you can just call me Crystal. I'm a variety streamer who plays whatever I want to. The little mushroom friend on my head is little Leonard. And, yeah. We just wrapped up The Stranger They Are, giving a little review of it. Stranger They Are is a story mod for Outer Wilds. And yeah, then I'm going to be taking a week break. SGDQ is next week, so I won't be streaming on Saturday the 4th through Sunday the 12th. I won't be doing any of those streams. The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, and you're still really enjoying it. Nice. Glad to hear. Yeah. So I got confused by this, just perspective-wise. I didn't notice this. I read this, and I turned around and left. And I got this elevator log message somehow from outside. And so I thought I had, because my memory's bad, I thought I had interacted with that elevator somehow. But I had not. It was just a fluke. And so I was trying to take one of these rafts here and pilot it to the underside of this and get up in there, because I thought it was like this here that was going to pick up the boat. But I didn't end up needing it because I just went down below the surface anyways with the mineral directly, and like I don't get why that was a puzzle. Sorry to raid and run, but gotta go get a shower and get ready for bed. Have a great rest of stream. Thanks, yeah. Just kind of doing wrap-up stuff, but thank you for the raid. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you take care. Yeah. What else? Distant Enigma. Distant Enigma was really cool. It's unfortunate that there was like a little bit of bugginess with one switching between the different states. Like, not a huge deal, but it was a minor annoyance. And then I was reading the ship logs of like, okay, I need the mineral to increase the weight of the quantum objects, and I need to take a picture to also increase the weight of the quantum objects. Okay, cool, got it. But it wasn't doing the thing, and I was like, why is it not doing the thing? And it was simply not doing the thing just because there was a bug that you have to launch the scout sometimes, and I don't know, like that made it a little bit frustrating. Like, yeah, mods get a little bit more of a pass because it's jank, but like, I think if that had been fixed, maybe if I'm particularly like invested in trying to figure this out, maybe I go and try to fix that bug. But you know, overall, it's not a huge deal, and I enjoyed the overall experience. as always, custom music is great. Yeah. Alrighty. I kind of wanted to see the atmosphere burn off one more time because I thought that was really cool. So I wanted to just do a quick sleep to get to that point, and then we will raid. Bum, 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 bum. Ah! Okay, so we're going to zoom forward until about the... I'm going to do like the 20-minute mark. It might be like a couple minute wait, but I want to make sure that we see it all, you know? It's interesting that it's only using like 50% of the CPU and 50% of GPU. It's like, are we really that RAM limited, you know? Okay. Doze off for just a little bit longer. Okay. Let's fly over because I want to see this like from closer up. Ooh, is it touching the sun? That's really cool if so. No, it's not, but it's super close to touching. There it is. Such a cool effect. Ooh, the strange frequency is gone. Yeah, they're just gone. Okay. Well, I think that's all I wanted to do here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did and you're not already subscribed over on YouTube or following on Twitch, make sure you do so. That's one of the best ways to make sure you won't miss any of the future streams. Thank y'all for the raids today. Raid from MPI, raid from Stallions, and raid from Reyna. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's find ourselves a friend to raid on over to. Da 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 da. Let's raid over to the Kit Kat. Kit Kat goes for 4 hours. Is it 4 hours and 4 minutes? Anyways, let's start raid. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I did the spiel already, but do it. Do the subscribe and follow stuff. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Much love to everyone.